Joining us now, an insider, Eric, who was part of Antifa for 10 years.
Just look at that.
So was violence like the core mission of the movement?
You're goddamn right.
Oh, for sure.
My nigga.
You know, because you know, you're young and you're idealistic and you feel like you don't have a lot of control in your life.
Oh God, I've been so bloody naughty. Oh, I need to be taught a lesson and you're the one to do it. Ah! Oh, thank you! Thank you!
All right, you guys, welcome back to another special episode of the Triple B Collective. Woke up this morning to some really cool fucking news. Literally, Fox News, former Antifa member speaks out, and I was like, oh, did Gabriel Nadales go on again? No, new guy. At least new to me. If anybody knows if this guy's been speaking out prior, has any, like, if there's any other talks that this guy's been a part of, I'd love to see him. Because this guy came and said all the right shit. And I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, not sounding too nasty. This is what gets my pee-pee hard. This is what gets me going throughout the day. People are done. People are fucking done. They're playing their hand way too hard. The revolution is failing. And this guy was exactly what we need to see. You know, I reached out to JD Delay through a super chat yesterday because, fun fact, when you're a former member of Antifa and you try to reach out to people, you're going to face all the technological resistance under the sun. From deleting your super chats and stealing your money, you're having to rephrase your messages to space out words, capitalize things weird, things to make it look like you're a complete psychopath. There's a heavy level of ostracization in this space, a lot of isolation. A lot of people don't understand what it's like to be a part of the sphere. They don't know why these people are spiraling so hard, why they're having such a hard time within themselves to speak out, and why. Dude, I know it. Guys like me, we're scared right now. I got a feeling this guy's scared right now. Wearing a mask while talking about all this, that kind of solidifies that fact for me. But no, when I reached out to JD Delay, we actually got 20 new followers to the channel for the shout out and super chat, because now, ever since Charlie Kirk died, I can actually say things like I am an ex-member of Antifa on other people's channels and not get banned. The comments on the channel where I talk about Antifa, I can speak freely. My post, I have a little even more leeway. But on other people's channels, I'm not allowed to say who I am, where I'm from, and ask to get in contact with people. But ever since Charlie Kirk, the algorithms have changed where you can say borderline anything about Antifa. So the time is now for people to jump on that. If you're on this channel and you don't even want to talk to me, you want to talk to somebody else, drop some super chats. Let them know who you are and where you're from. In this interview you're about to see, there was a number to text Jesse at the bottom, and I was like, no shit. So I just sent him a message and said, hey, I'm an ex-Antifa member too, you know, fucking hashtag I'm Tyler. Like, let's find some other people. Who knows? But even if this guy only speaks out for 4 minutes of his entire life, that was 4 minutes well fucking spent, because he covered so much. And he just kind of said it all. So I'm very proud of this man. If this were to ever find his way by any chance, or if Fox News is looking at this channel right now, kind of wondering if I'm someone worth talking to, you know, let's get in touch. Let's get in touch. I'd like to know a little bit more about your story. I really would. This guy sounds very interesting, and he's here to do the right thing. And thank you, Fox News, for giving him that space. That was really solid of you guys. So I'm going to shut up now. On to the video. This guy's fucking cool.
Joining us now, an insider, Eric, who was part of Antifa for 10 years. He's disguised himself to protect his life. All right, so Eric, how'd you get roped into the whole Antifa thing?
Hey, Jesse, how you doing? It started when I was young. I got in through working with different groups like the ARA, Cop Watch, Food Not Bombs, when the punk rock movement and stuff when I was younger, growing up in Seattle. Probably about 9th grade or so is when I started.
What'd they have you doing in 9th grade?
Mostly recruiting, working with youth, getting, and just going out, spitting out the message. And the thing is to, a lot of people get into it because they want to, so, there's an error, especially when you're younger, that, you're out here and you're doing something, and that's very appealing.
So was violence like the core mission of the movement?
At that age, I thought it was a perk. Yeah.
So you got a kick out of it?
Oh, for sure.
And that's kind of how you recruited, like, hey, come join this crew. We're going to have some fun, get into some trouble, blow off some steam.
Oh, absolutely. Because you're young and you're idealistic and you feel like you don't have a lot of control in your life. And, so if you can go out there and make yourself a hassle, then that's better than being an anonymous, kid.
That's true. So, what kind of violence were you guys getting into? Like explosives or vandalism?
Oh,
what?
Yeah. So it would have been about ninth grade or so. Get on a few years. Growing up in Seattle, we had those the riots in '99, and yeah, I was ready to go, man. I had little Molotov cocktails in my bedroom and a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook that I had photoshopped or photocopied at the time from a friend of mine's older brother. It was just at the time, and like, oh, this is just a good time. And it's only later on that you get more involved with the ideas, the philosophies, the direct action ideologies that go deeper into later on becoming like a full-blown anarcho-communist and syndicalist.
So what does that mean? What was the ideology? Full-blown communism?
A lot of it is, these are accelerationism. It's not the slow march to the institutions. It is, we want this and we want it now. And one of the reasons that I got out of it is probably around 2014, 15, we started seeing groups come up to Seattle and Portland from California, and they were much more like, hey, you better get in line with this, and if you're not, there's consequences and there's pressure.
So you were being forced to take violent action or else you might have been hurt?
Oh, not only that, but there was pressure, there was ostracization, things of that nature where, you might get into it, say, like, because you don't like bigotry in the music scene. And then later on, it's, you're going to adhere to these tenets and you're going to say and think these ways. And if you're on the fence at all, silence is violence, and your comrades are going to become a problem for you,
Well, I'm glad you got out when you did. And you're pretty brave to come on the show. And thanks for sharing this with us. You don't hear a lot about this. It seems like such a tight-knit crew, and I'm really glad you're okay. Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you, Jesse. Have a great night.